All right, so we are live outside, and I'm having a blast right now. And at the same time, I'm annoyed. Why am I annoyed? Because I am sick and tired of love games, checklists, and all these numbers games that people are playing. You know what I'm talking about. So, you may have caught earlier on one of my other reels, if you're on my Instagram. It's not going to be on the YouTube because I'm going to edit this. But on my Instagram, there are men that, I don't know, for whatever reason, they follow me and they ask the same annoying question over and over. Are you single? Or they try to butter me up first and they tell me how beautiful I am. I love a compliment. I'll take a compliment as much as the next girl. I mean, seriously. But I don't need that validation. I appreciate it, and I don't need it. I already know I'm beautiful. I already know I'm magnificent. I get told all the time. And when I look in the mirror, I look at myself and I'm like, damn, I'm beautiful. And that's with makeup or without makeup. I'm always like, damn, my eyes are so shiny and sparkly. My smile just lights up the room. The message that I have, my heart, my soul, it is so beautiful. When I get these, though, I know what's really going on. They're playing the numbers game. Yeah, I'm on to it. And normally I ignore it because my message is more important. But some people can be so persistent, and it can just be like, it gets to a point where it's just getting to be like, okay, that's it. I have to smack this down. I have to say something. I'm a Scorpio. I'll put up with a lot, but there comes a point where it's like, this is interrupting my message, and I don't appreciate it. And it's irrelevant whether I'm technically single or not. And I actually hate the term single, because that implies that somebody's alone and lonely and needs to be attached in order to be validated. And I'm done with that. So what's really going on when they ask that is, are you available to be hit on? Do you belong to somebody who's going to kick my ass? A lot of them don't stop even then. They're like, oh, well, he's not here right now. I wouldn't leave you all alone. And it's like, sorry. But sometimes I do have to roll my eyes. Because can we just get real for a second? What are you doing? I say this with as much compassion as possible. Playing the numbers game doesn't work. It really doesn't. All it does is exhaust you. And you waste time on connections that don't go anywhere. Not only that, you look like a player. Seriously, you look like a player when you do that. Like, I have no illusions. When I was on Tinder, back when I thought I could go elsewhere, back when I thought that I could play the numbers game too, that maybe there was something else, before I decided I'm happy on my own and that when he's ready, he'll come and get me. I was thinking about that. It's like, I wasn't interested in any one of those guys. I had, my DMs were blowing up, my messages were coming through. I would get connected to pretty much every single guy that I matched with. And I know why. Because they were playing the numbers game. Here's the thing, guys. If you are swiping on every single pretty face, you're playing a numbers game, just trying to see if you land one. You're going out and you're just fishing. You're fishing for whatever you can get. And whatever lands on your hook, oh, you're gonna take that home, right? Yeah, exactly. And hey, maybe you hook a whole bunch. Oh, now you get to choose. Oh, yay. Now you get to choose among all those fish that you've hooked. But here's the thing, is that you might be putting out the wrong bait. And the wrong fish are being hooked. Because all you're looking at doing is fishing. Instead of building the coral reef garden for the fish that you wanted to attract, that's like to get the one fish. No, you are like, oh, I've got all these fish. So I know that all these men that are sliding into my DMs and asking me if I'm single and even jumping onto my Instagram lives and asking me if I'm single in the Instagram lives, I know what they're doing. They're trying to see if they can hook me. It's not going to work. If they paid attention to my words instead of just how pretty I am, maybe they would have heard, I am not available. Is my man here right now? No, he's working on his stuff. He'll come get me when he's ready. And it's going to seriously piss him off when he realizes just how many people keep trying to take what is his. I know that because last year, before I knew everything, I'd actually kind of felt like he was mad at me for having male attention. I don't know, it was like an intuitive thing. We'd actually even had a fight in a dream about it. And I'd even heard a song, You're Still the Same. And I'm like, no, I'm not. No, I'm not the same. I'm not going anywhere. Because I realized I couldn't. And whatever the checklists I had to try to match somebody to look like they were at least close to him, didn't work. So I know that these men in the DMs are just trying to see what they can get, and they're playing the game, the love game. Tell a woman she's pretty and be persistent and maybe she'll bite. And if she doesn't bite, well, I've got a whole bunch of other women that I'm also messaging at the same time. Oh yeah, I know the game. I played the game too. I was very good at the game. Back when I thought I needed a man, back when I thought that my value was tied up in a relationship, oh yeah, I played the game. It's like, oh, this boy's not biting, so I'll go to the next one. Here's the thing, you don't want to be somebody's backup. You don't want to be an option. You want them to choose you every day, even when it's hard. You want them to choose you every day, no matter how much you grow, no matter how much you change. That you would choose them if they were at their younger stage, if you had met in an earlier time, and you would choose them now, and you'd choose them even if they messed up, and you would choose them into the future. And you've basically projected a multiverse of timelines. And in every single one of those timelines, you choose them. Even when you don't get them, even if they die, you still have that multiverse timeline of it was them. It was real. But you know, when you play the numbers game, that person starts to feel like you're just playing around and you're not getting serious. And they're just an option in a slew of many. And that might not even be true. You might be their dream, but they're still playing that numbers game because that's what we've been taught. I'm not even going to make you wrong for it. That's what we've been taught. We've been taught to play games. We've been taught that there's always another fish out there. If one doesn't work out, there's always the next one. And there's backups, and like nobody's choosing anymore from the soul. They're choosing from checklists. Oh, they look good on paper. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. You know, I could have a client that looks really good on paper, but it just might not be a good fit. And it's not the right time. I don't go by what looks good on paper. In fact, even with my clients, when they're creating their birth plans, we have multiple birth plans. We have our main plan, but, you know, checklists change. Circumstances change. What was right today might not be right tomorrow or 2 months from now. If somebody wasn't ready today, they might be ready tomorrow or 2 months from now. Are you still going to choose them? Or have you moved on in your numbers game because you didn't actually want them in the first place? You want to know how you can tell if somebody's for real? They keep choosing you, no matter what's going on. There is a collaboration I'm working on right now with someone who I keep choosing them over and over and over again. They're in my top 10 people that I would like to be in collaboration with and work with and to support in their industry and their business. And in their message is aligned with mine in a lot of ways. But everybody has things going on. And when I reach out to them, sometimes it works out and we can get on a call, and other times we had a plan in place, but then something else happens in their life and they have to take a back seat on something that they were working on. But that's okay. I'll still choose them. They reach out to me and they say, okay, well, things have sorted themselves out. Are we ready to do this? And I say, yeah, let's do it. Or maybe I say, well, actually, can we put the pin in this and do this a little bit later? But I still, I'm committed to this. It's just that right now I've got too much on my plate. Let me clear some stuff on my plate and get back to you because, yeah, this is important and, yeah, I want to do this. It's just it needs to take some time. Well, if they're like, okay, yeah, let's keep that going, and they don't move on to the next person on their list, and instead they're like, yeah, I still choose this one because this one is worth it. Well, as long as I'm being chosen and I choose them, that connection stays. Doesn't matter what happens. Same with my friends. There are friends that I know they got a lot going on and I still choose them. I still love them. That ties into my other videos about love and connection. So the thing is, you have to recognize, are they always choosing you or have they got a backup? Because if all it looked was good on paper and there was always a possibility of something else and it really isn't it, deep down you know that. Come on, boys who blow up my DMs and boys who comment on my stuff and try to get my attention and hit on me in public and try or whistle at me or whatever. Come on. You know I'm not for you. You're just going to go on to the next one. Or you're going to be stuck in your ego and you're going to be like, oh, she's feisty, but I need to get her. And you in the past, people were able to wear me down like that because I would think, oh, they're genuinely interested. But now I'm like, yeah, you might be able to get me, but can you keep me? I'm hard to get and easy to lose is what I said when I was a teenager. And somewhere along the way, I forgot that about myself. And I became easy to get with some people if they knew how to play the game well enough. And I folded because I'd stopped choosing the one person that mattered the most. Myself. So, you know how you can make sure that you get real and stop playing this numbers game? Always choose yourself above everything. Have the confidence to know that no matter what happens, it's all going to work out. Even if something falls through, there's something else that's coming. And if it's truly meant for you, there will be another opportunity for it. There will be a chance to repair it. And if it's not it, well, if all that's holding on is pride or saying, I can't lose this because then who am I without this? Well, you're you. Yeah, my true love's not here right now. Yeah, to the outside world, it looks like I'm fair game. I'm not. I'm going to make that perfectly clear. I'm not. If my true love was here right now, I would allow him to be as possessive and protective as he wants to be. You're mine. And I'd be like, yes, I am yours and you are mine. And the same thing with my friends. If my friends keep choosing me and I keep choosing them, that friendship will endure anything. True friends and true connections are rare. And we treat things that are rare as valuable. It's all about scarcity, right? If it's available for anyone and it's interchangeable with anything, and you can just go by a checklist and get something similar, no. When I'm shopping for something, it's got to be like within exactly what I want, or I don't buy it. Because if I buy it just because it's close to what I wanted, I get buyer's remorse. And I hate returning things to the store. It's a pain in the ass, and it gives me a little bit of PTSD because I was the girl on the other side of the counter doing the returns. Like, I hate returns. It screws up with the bottom line for people too. Mucks up a lot of things. When you make those errors in judgment based on the assumption that the grass is greener somewhere else, instead of really looking at, like, is this the kind of grass that I even want to water? Or was this just the grass that I could get that seemed close to what I wanted? And I've been watering it, but now I kind of realize that I don't value this grass as much as I thought I did. It was shiny and it seemed novel at the time, but honestly, this isn't it. Versus being able to just look out the same day every day and be like, yeah, it's got a little bit of weeds today, but I'm going to pull the weeds out and it's going to be shiny and magnificent. And actually these flowers that have started to sprout are really nice. And like, it changes with the seasons. We're ever changing. What you chose 10 years ago, how much of it is still true today? Were you choosing for the right reasons? I've always chosen pretty well. In fact, I made a list of all the things I've done that I'm not proud of, that used to be skeletons in my closet. And that list wasn't even 1 page long. And I looked at that list and I'm like, I have no shame around any of this. If I was asked to speak on any one of those topics for wisdom, I'd do it. Because, honestly, I'm okay with me. I can look at myself in the mirror every single day and I can know that I choose me. And besides, what I said to my true love before he closed the door, and I think I made him lock it again. And I'm pretty sure that when he locked it, it wasn't out of anger, but because he knew he had some work to do. Because I told him. I said, look, you know it's me. I know it's me. I know it's you. You know it's you. But until you fully believe that I choose you, and you fully believe that you're worthy of being chosen by me, it wouldn't work. Because you'd always have those doubts. Now, I am completely convinced. Like, it's in my heart and soul and in my body. Like, I can feel it. Like, the first time you closed the door, when I asked you to, I felt that visceral pain and it wasn't mine. So I know. Oh, pretty butterfly. But yeah, I knew. So it's like, this is it. Now it's your turn. You gotta be sure that you're ready. Not that is this right, because we already know it is. But are you ready for it? Because it's not going to be easy. We're going to have to work at this every single day. And every day we're going to become a new person. Every single day. We're going to be new. Every day when we wake up, we'll have new experiences, new challenges, new inspirations, new connections. We're going to get older. Things are going to work out really well and things are going to fall apart. But even if we ended up in a cardboard box, I'd still choose to be in that box with you. Even if we were fighting, you're the one I want to fight with. Like, I've played the scenarios out. I've played the timelines out. You're the one I want to annoy for the rest of our lives. So, until you're ready for that, until you're ready, go do what you need to do. And I'll do the same. Because that's what I'm doing. I got no checklist. My checklist is gone. Because the checklist is irrelevant. It's not the checklist. I can't find another like him. I could find a pseudo replica, and it wouldn't be him. Just like, technically he could go and find somebody who looked like me, talked like me, still wouldn't be me. Still wouldn't be my dynamic self with my experiences. There's only one you. Look at it with your friends. Don't even look at it as a romantic partner. Look at your friends. Could you really say that your friends are interchangeable? If you can, they're not really your friends, are they? They're just people that are hanging on your every word. They're carbon copies of whatever. Because people, like I was even telling my friends in a mastermind yesterday, I hadn't shown up for a few weeks because I needed to take care of myself. And when I came back, I'm like, we're all different people than we were even a few weeks ago. We went through this first Lion's Gate, and actually there's 3 of them. So that explains a lot. But we go through it, and we're different. And your clients are going to go through things, and they're going to be different from when they were at last week or even like 2 months before. Things happen. People change. Do you still choose them? Do you still want to work with them? Can you wait? Can you allow the timing to be up, or are you on to the next person? Are you moving forward, or are you moving on? And not looking back. If you're moving on and not looking back, maybe it's not right. But if you thought you've moved on and you still keep looking back, there's still that part of you that keeps thinking back. While you're still loving your life and moving forward and loving your life, because that's the key. You have to focus on yourself first. Otherwise, it's just attachment. Well, if you know who you are in a dark room, all by yourself, stripped of everything, and you still know who you are, then you're free. Then you're free to choose not to attach and to let people be who they are and not let it say anything about you. That's the key. So no, I won't play the numbers game. I'm building a beautiful butterfly garden, and I'm going to attract all my butterflies to that garden. The ones who want to work with me will work with me. The ones who want to work with my friends will work with my friends. And I am perfectly happy to let those butterflies fly where they need to go. And who knows, maybe my garden is the most luscious garden and they stay with me. But I'm not going to get mad if they go elsewhere. I'll know which ones are for me because they'll keep coming back. And I'll keep choosing them. I'll have my favorites, my favorite butterflies. The ones who become more magnificent every time I see them. And sometimes they come in and they might have a little bit a broken wing, and I'll help them repair that broken wing, and they'll fly again. Because that's the thing, is you don't care if that butterfly comes in magnificent or if that butterfly comes in broken. You love it. So, who in your life would choose you no matter what? No matter what's going on, they'd choose you. Those are your people. Those are your people. Stop playing the numbers. Stop playing the checklist. Nobody is interchangeable with anybody else. No, you can't find better. If you're looking for better, then you don't value the thing you already have. But if you try to go and get better and you start to regret leaving something behind, when you've left something behind and you keep looking back, well, maybe, just maybe, you were playing games that you didn't realize you didn't need to play in the first place. Anyway, I'm getting really fed up with Instagram cutting in and out, so I'm going to go back to editing the rest of the videos, and I will again let you know when things are up. Before I go, I'm going to be putting my link tree up really soon on Instagram, and I'm going to have things in my bio. But recently I was given the opportunity to be part of a giveaway for one of my friends, Jean-Luc, and he has a growth and transformation gift giveaway, and it's still going on. And this is my only plug for him while this is going on. It's only until I think it's like the 26th or something, and then it comes down. But I recently took one of my workbooks that I do for my empowered birth method, and I turned it into my Phoenix method, which is the same thing. It's just this one's for growth and transformation and releasing your fears, and it's part of this giveaway. So I'm going to be putting that link, actually when I go inside, I'm going to be going and creating my link tree for my personal channel, and I will put that link in there. It won't be up it'll only be up until the 26th, and then it'll be coming down. And my YouTube video will be, like, my videos will be there too. And anything else I create will be there. But you'll be able to go and get my Phoenix method. It's a powerful workbook. And this is the fastest way I've found to getting out of fear, getting out of trauma, letting go of those attachments that are keeping you stuck. And yeah, so I'll be putting that in. Anyway, I'm going to go inside. I'm going to work on some more stuff. Just keep chasing your own dreams and keep focusing on yourself and loving yourself and choosing yourself every day. And the people who choose you will reveal themselves. And you'll know what's for you and what's not. Remember, it's not up here, it's here in your heart and in your soul. A little bit in your gut too. Your intuition. Deep down, you know. Okay? I love you, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.